Welcome back to the channel for another player review, and we're going to be taking a look at this upgraded 88 rated Miranda card. So his price has gone from like 35k to about 80k here in the past couple of days. He's definitely got some hype around him. We're going to be trying to see if he is going to live up to the hype in game. And some people are saying, you know, he's a cheaper alternative for somebody like Capdevila, who's almost 1 mil now and just keeps on rising in price. So this card definitely doesn't have the shooting that Capdevila has, because this one only has like 71 shooting, but he has better dribbling. His defense and physical and passing are all very well rounded. So I'm hoping that this card does live up to the hype. And let's quickly take a look at the in-game stats real quick. We are going to be using an anchor Kim style. You could either go anchor or maybe a shadow as well, but I opted for the anchor. That is going to bring the pace up to a 95. Should have blistering pace. Like we said, the shooting, the finishing, you know, it's not going to be great. We can kind of test it out a little bit, but I'm not going to expect much at all. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Enough to get the job done in that left back position. The passing is, you know, looks decent. I mean, 86 crossing, and I think he does have the early crosser trait, and he does. So the short passing 85, long passing 83. The dribbling does look pretty top notch as well for a fullback. You know, 90 ball control, 90 on the dribbling stat itself. And defending and physical, that is also obviously going to be boosted with the anchor. So he's going to have, you know, mid 90s on the interceptions, very high defensive awareness at 95, good standing tackle, good slide tackle, and solid jumping combined with his height at 6'1". I mean, he's very tall for a fullback as well. And strength, aggression, all looking solid there. So let's jump into some games of Foot Champs. Test this guy out, see if he can lock down some of those fast wingers and catch up to maybe some fast strikers as well. And I'll catch you guys on the other side. See if we can work it over back to Miranda, cut it inside, use that speed, go for the roulette. All good stuff. And the pass into Pielo. Couldn't quite get a shot off though. And actually, Miranda had tracked all the way back from that attacking position in the box. Quickly got back there to try to cut out the passing lane. I think we might can cross this into Chiesa. Actually, back post. Quadrado, he lets us down with the finish, but again, the cross there out on the wing from Miranda was very accurate. Look at that, just kind of playing on the shoulder, double ball roll. Thinned it, top bins. Look at that. What a shot from Miranda. Only 71 shot on the card, but he made it look higher than that. And that is actually not even a foul. The way he was just able to shoulder the defender, or sorry, the attacker. What a challenge. Switch the field over to Miranda. You can kind of see the dribbling. It's decent, but you know, it doesn't feel like an 88 in my opinion. Good pass out to Miranda. Keep it going. So we can try to go for those circles. He does lose the ball there. Back to Miranda. You know, the heavy touch on the first touch kind of thing. So the dribbling isn't all there. It does feel pretty good though for a fullback, but you know, I think that kind of 6'1" height, him being kind of taller in game, does make his balance, you know, a little bit off. We go for the roulette. Still good control. Oh, we love to see that. Gets the pass off. And look at what Miranda's doing to Hugo Sanchez there. That's the highest version as well of Sanchez. Oh, Miranda was actually the one to make that tackle so that he couldn't take a shot on goal there. And that was just his natural defensive AI putting him in that position. So double ball roll into the pass to Nunez. That looks smooth. Check out this defending from Miranda. Able to get the interception there with that quick side-to-side movement. Miranda's looking for the pass. Gets it out to Alonso. Miranda's going to continue his run. Oh, let's keep it going with the ball roll. All good acceleration there. I couldn't quite cut it across and get the goal, but look at that acceleration from Miranda. That was actually insane. I'm going to go for the cross into Felix. That cross could not have been any better, and we get the lovely finish there with Felix. That was nuts. All right, Miranda going forward. Good run. Oh, let's kind of work across into Osimhen. Almost connected. Miranda get there, win the header against Jarzinho, and he does. Try to get this interception here. He's looking out on the wing. Test out the closing speed, maybe. Able to track back. Putting in a good challenge there and able to clear it. Pielo over to Miranda. Barella. All right, Miranda, we need a long pass here into Osimhen. Great placement on that pass. He almost gets an own goal. Miranda with the run over the top pass into Chiesa. And let's see if we can get the cheeky finish there. There we are. All started by that beautiful pass there from Miranda. We're back after testing out Miranda in several games of Foot Champs. And overall, this card did impress me a good bit. But let's talk about how each of his stats felt in-game. And also those comparisons like Capdevila and other left backs in the La Liga. So let's start off with the pace. Now, you know, this card did have an Anchor Kim style. And you can also apply the shadow if you want. And when you do either of those, the pace is going to be mid to high 90s. And the pace in-game with the +4s just felt incredible. He was able to kind of go forward when I wanted him to on the attack. And also able to quickly track back on the defensive side. And I noticed a lot of times, you know, when he was pushed forward, getting involved, and then I lost the ball, I would see that he was already back in position and, you know, sprinting back, able to get back in position to kind of cut a passing lane or try to put in a tackle on the defensive side. So yeah, it's not too much of a worry if you're going forward with this guy because he is able to quickly track back with that high pace. And just overall, you know, the pace to his game meant that also he had that quick side to side lateral movement to cut out those passing lanes and also just to kind of, you know, pressure the attacker. So overall, the pace is just incredible. Now moving on to the shooting, I did have 1 or 2 shots on goal and he actually did put one away like top corner. I was very impressed with it. But overall, you know, if I had taken more shots, he probably wouldn't have been scoring all of them like that. And I would expect overall the shooting just to be, you know, nothing great with it being 71 and the 61 finishing. So on to the passing now. The passing actually felt a little bit higher than an 84, maybe like an 86, 87, and the crossing is an 86. He does have the early crosser trait as well. So all of the crosses pretty much were just pinpoint accuracy onto the attacker in the box. And I loved to see that on this card. And the short passing, very good. Those long passes, kind of those, you know, ground through balls or over the top through balls as well into my attackers were also very accurate on this card. So yeah, the passing felt better than it says. Now the dribbling felt worse than it says. It didn't quite feel like an 88, you know, maybe low 80s, honestly. I feel like the 6'1" height combined with the 79 balance just kind of means that this card is a little bit hard to turn. He does lose the ball, you know, from time to time with some heavy touches. And also his first touch does let him down occasionally. So yeah, the dribbling feels more like, you know, 82, 83, but definitely not an 88. So just kind of keep that in mind. But he does only have the 3-star skill moves and the 71 shooting. So that probably means you won't be getting him involved on the attack too much. But if you do, you know, the main thing is probably just to run down the wing and try to look for that pass, you know, cut it across to one of your attackers and he'll just get the assist. So that's, you know, definitely the better way to play this card. And as far as the defending and physical go, now the defending and physical on this card were just pretty much insane. He was bullying most attackers, you know, guys like Hugo Sanchez as well that are very fast. He was able to kind of catch up to and just push them off the ball. And also, like I talked about with that quick transition speed, cutting the passing lanes, combining that with his high interceptions, you know, he was definitely intercepting it. The defending AI also, you know, kind of had him in really good spots in and around the box. And he did put in some auto tackles where I was just second man pressing and wasn't actually controlling him, but the AI was, and put in those good tackles to kind of clean up in the box. So yeah, he's definitely one of those kind of bully type fullbacks. And you know, guys like Jordi Alba, who's very similar to this card in rating and also in the same league, is just not going to have the same physical presence as Miranda. So I also thought the jumping and heading, the way he was able to clear the ball away with his 6'1" height, was just very, very good. So overall, yeah, the defending and physical on this card, top stuff. So let's compare him to some of the other guys that I've talked about. So I would say, you know, Capdevila is going to be so expensive right now because he's a hero, so he gets that chemistry, and also he does have 4-star skills. He's got, you know, some better shooting, but you know, overall, like as far as defending and physical goes, I feel like, and pace, I feel like Miranda has the edge. But you know, as far as like we talked about, the shooting, the skill moves, that kind of thing, Capdevila is better. And obviously with him being a hero, he's going to be way more expensive. But with that being said, you know, we can also compare him to somebody like Jordi Alba, who I think Jordi Alba is better going forward for sure. But defensively, Miranda is going to be better. And then we obviously have Ferland Mendy's 87 rated card, who's going to be better than this card because in-game Ferland Mendy is just another level. He's got the skill moves, the weak foot, all that kind of stuff. He can definitely go forward. So yeah, he's definitely overall just so well-rounded. But you know, outside of Capdevila and that Ferland Mendy card, I would say Miranda is the next best guy. And only being 85k is just crazy. I mean, with what you're getting for this card. So, and the potential for this card to upgrade further. So with that being said, I think 80k is just a steal. And I'm probably going to hold on to this card because I do think it will continue to go up. Now, you know, it has gone up a lot here in the past couple days, so it could crash a little bit. But honestly, I think I'm going to try to work this guy into my team. I definitely like this card, but that's going to do it for this review. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.